Last Friday, we have discussed regarding a very important topic, which is very less spoken about amongst us, maybe out of confusion or lack of knowledge, or maybe we are just afraid to discuss about it, and that is the increasing of suicide and mental health issues that we as community we are facing. Especially it is targeting our younger generation. The first part of this topic we've already discussed, which is suicide. It was unheard of, especially in our community in past, but presence of social media makes things very complicated, especially in youngsters, because the brain's still developing and things that they watch on social media gets them influenced very quickly. As a parent, it is our responsibility. The same technology which is influencing our young generation in a very negative way, as a parent, we should use the same technology to monitor our children. It is part of our job being parent to monitor on what our children are watching on daily basis using the same technology, which will make everybody's life very easy. And believe me, your children will thank you in future. As part of our duty should be that if we find out that our children are watching something which is very suspicious and should not be watching, and if we find out that they are being influenced by wrong things, then we must give them the help that they require. And believe me when I say this, I am not just trying to give you a basic advice, but this is something to do with Sharia. Islam is very particular about it, and in short while we will be able to learn that this is in fact proven by the practices of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Mental health, it is a real issue and real problem. We should not undermine this serious thing. We do not know what other person or our own children or our family members are going through. There must be something which could be affecting their mind in a very, very serious manner. And it is completely okay and normal to have that, because this is how Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala have created us, created human beings. It is part of our emotions that when we go through the feelings that we have, sometimes it affects in a very serious manner that we do not know what is going around us, and then eventually we end up taking decisions which is not only very bad and serious for ourselves, but people who are around us, our loved ones, and that remains with them forever. And it is not only limited to us. Believe me, even prophets of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala were affected by huzn, by worries, by issues. The ayah which I have recited, Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala mentions in the Quran, وَتَوَلَّى عَنْهُمْ وَقَالَ يَا أَسَفَا عَلَى يُوسُفَ وَبِيَدَّتْ عَيْنَاهُ مِنَ الْحُزْنِ فَهُوَ كَظِيمٌ. The father of Yusuf alayhi salam, Yaqub alayhi salam, he was the prophet of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala mentions that what Yusuf alayhi salam was done by his own brother, the way Yusuf alayhi salam was treated by his own brothers, Yaqub alayhi salam came to know about this, and inside he started worrying about it, and he worried, and his huzn and his grief became so intense and so serious that he even lost his eyesight. Due to that worry and due to that particular grief that he was going through, and that affected his mind, and then eventually he even lost his eyesight. Now all that was inside. Being the prophet of Allah, he was not immune from grief. He was not immune from mental process and feelings and emotions that a human being goes through. When he was going through, Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala mentions in the same ayah where he says that وَبِيَدَّتْ أَيْنَاهُ مِنَ الْحُزْنِ فَهُوَ كَظِيمٌ. Nabi Akram sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam so beautifully translated this ayah when it was revealed, and he said that when he was going through this grief, Yaqub alayhi salam, he did not express his grief to anyone except or other than Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. He left that grief in the hand of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala and he made dua, Ya Allah, you deal with that. He left his tawakkul and trust in Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. And we all know the story of Yusuf alayhi salam. What did happen eventually? The same person who was thrown in the well, the same person became the king of Egypt. The same prophet who lost his eyesight because he left his trust in Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, with the help of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, Allah returned his eyesight. And this is all mentioned in the book we all claim to believe in, the holy book of Quran. Gives us a very clear guidance. It is very important for us to accept the reality.